Hello, welcome to another video for Certified Teacher Mathematics 7 through 12. And today we'll be covering another problem from the Certified Teacher exam mode. So this problem actually relates to a previous problem that we have already done. And this is our problem. Two airplanes are spotted on a radar map located at the coordinates square root of 2, comma, negative square root of 5, and 3 square root of 2, comma, 5 square root of 5. Assume the planes are flying in exactly the same direction. The plane behind is flying at 1,050 miles per hour and at an altitude of 2,500 feet. And the other plane is flying at 850 miles per hour and at an altitude at 3,500 feet. As the air traffic controller, you are given the task to determine how many miles it will take for the plane behind to be directly below the plane flying at 3,500 feet. So what we first have to do is find our distance. And how we do that is using the distance formula. So in a previous video, I will link it. We solved for the distance formula, but I'll just go ahead and write it again. So we have 5 square root of 5 minus negative square root of 5 squared plus 3 square root of 2 minus square root of 2 squared. So right here, we're just using these coordinate points. Where we use the x's and the y's. So these are our y's, which are here. And these are our x's, which are right here. So after we input this in our calculator, we get that our distance is 13.71 miles. Now, since we were asked how many miles it would take for the plane behind to be directly below the plane flying at 3,500 feet, we create this little map where it's plane 1 and plane 2. And we know that they have to be equal, right? Because they have to be directly below each other. So right here, let's just assume that plane 1 is the one flying at 850 miles per hour. So right here, we'll just put 850. And t, which is our time, equals to, and then the other airplane is flying at 1050 miles per hour, t, but we would put minus 13 and 71. Which is the value we got when we did the distance formula. We're assuming that this plane 2 is further because it's flying faster. So right here, what we have to do is solve for the variable t. So what we do now is we subtract 850 from both sides, 850t, and then we add 13.71. 13.71. So we are left with 13 13.71 equals to 200t. So then we divide by 200 on both sides, and this is our value of t. Now another formula that we must use here is the properties of distance, velocity, and time. So here we know that distance is equal to velocity times time, and we know time is equal to distance divided by velocity, and velocity is equal to distance divided by time. So here, if we look at it, we know that our t is 0.0685, and our question asks us determine how many miles. So that gives us a hint that we are looking for the value of d, distance. So we know that we must use the formula of distance. In this case, we will use the velocity is 1050 miles per hour. So 1,050 miles per hour. So those are the values we will use. So we know we must find out the value of distance, or d, equals velocity. We said it was 1050, and t, we said that it was 0.0685. So once we multiply this, we get the answer of d equals 71.925 miles. And that is the amount of how many miles it would take for the two planes to be directly below each other.